Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 49 coming at you another community shoutcast for the OUSA Dota League Season 1. We're loading into Game 2 of Team Blink up against TSS. This is the third or fourth time we've had to remake this game. We're just going to AP now because I've already gone through the drafting stage. So just going to pick up what happened. I think Yoshi had server issues, so we're forced to do a remake. And so joining me will be Ken. Ken, are you still in here?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So we're just going to do AP just because we've already gone through all the picks and bans. So Blink Dota, they had Nature's Prophet, Centaur, Warrunner, Tiny, Clockwork, as well as Clinkz. Over on Team Standard Strat, they had the teamfight wombo combo of Faceless Void, Disruptor, Slark, as well as the Windrunner to follow it all up. So we had Windrunner going to the off lane, played by Mr. Winsmore, Faceless Void, played by Jadman, over in the safe lane with the Disruptor, who has been played by TSS, David Letterman. Enigma, played by Mr. Birthroy, and Pac-Man as the mid, over on the Slark. Over on Team Blink, Flash playing Clinkz, DDY up on Centaur Warrunner, Yoshi playing Tiny, Ziki playing Nature's Prophet in the off lane, and Snow playing Clockwork mid. So 30 seconds up until game begins. Do apologize for all the remakes and all the delays. While this is also happening, Horsemen and Ruckus are currently playing against 2IP, so that should be a pretty promising series. Both of them are very strong teams. 2IP came out about 2 weeks late to the playoffs. They weren't able to play any of their games until this week, but they've been coming in strong, taking games one after the other, and they should be playing up against Recursion on Thursday, as well as, I think, Felfy and Friends. Oh no, 2IP, they've already played Felfy and Friends. So we're just loading quickly back in. Ken, any thoughts on the draft?
Yeah.
Prepare for battle.
Win.
And so we've already got a 5-man smoke. Ziki running over to the bot lane. Actually got a few spikes happening on my end. Bit surprising considering I'm actually plugged into the router directly. No, there we go. We're all good now. So a shout out to League of Legends. I'm just gonna actually check my ping. I've been getting some pretty crazy. 146. Okay. Never mind. We stopped spiking now, so hopefully it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Just gonna quickly log out of Steam.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, you asked me how I know Blink. It's because I played him in the finals last year.
Oh, right. What team were you in?
TML.
Oh, okay. Memory's a bit hazy for that one. Was it Blink that won last year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Obviously.
Right. Just making sure. Who was the carry player last year, since Flash is a new addition to the team?
The battle begins for good and all.
Some guy named Endo.
Oh, okay, so he's obviously no longer at University of Otago.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh man.
So we've got Slark up against Clockwork. Who would you have to have the advantage to for this mid matchup?
It's an even matchup. Well, Clock might have an advantage if he gets the cog off fight.
Yeah, just because of that cog mana, but there we go. We see Snow doing that already. Completely zones out Pac-Man. I really don't know how effective this tri-lane will be with the Centaur Warrunner Tiny combination. Just because Yoshi's got enough mana for one toss, and then he's completely dry until he pops his mana potion and gets his HP, his mana pool back. Ziki doing what he does best. Oh, what? He went for Avalanche. Okay, wow. And even if he chooses to get a point up and toss at level 2, he can't use both just because his mana pool so low. So it's a pretty interesting draft coming up from Blink. I guess they're just showing off at this point. Battery Assault over in Pac-Man, copying a lot of hits. Able to zone him out successfully. And wow, with that second mana burn, Slark doesn't have enough mana to pounce. So he's been completely zoned out. Already went for a point up in Essence Shift. Actually went for the Quelling Blade, which I guess isn't a terrible pickup because he knows he's up against another melee hero. But still would like to see that Stealth Shield just because he has such low base armor. So Snow can just bully him out. Yeah, Orbital Venom's also another great pickup on Slark. It gives you that chasing ability, that dot's always nice. And the more hits you get off, the better. So Ziki, he's having a bit better game than he did last game, just because he knows against a Disruptor Faceless Void combination, he should be able to be pretty fine. Worst comes to worst, he could always TP out with his teleportation, unless he gets an unlucky stun proc. Snow doing what he does best, playing very aggressively. First blood most likely will be happening top. Safety ward is planted. I don't think it was spotted out by Yoshi or DDY. At any rate, there's no sentry wards to counter ward it.
TSS went League of Legends strat. Press R to fight to win game.
Pretty much. I don't know enough about League of Legends to really commentate on the competitive scene. I imagine it's probably a bit more challenging than pubs.
Pretty much the best ultimate wins. And their drop is pretty much best ultimate and win teamfight.
There you go. Haven't really been a huge fan of League of Legends. Did play Heroes of New Earth briefly before it became absolutely shit, and then the Instant Dota 2 came out. Jumped that dead boat. Pac-Man with a haste rune. Picked up boots as well as a self. Hasn't really accomplished all too much in his lane. He's getting heavily zoned out by Snow. And immediately Snow zones him out with the cogs. Maxing out that battery assault. The instant he hits 6, he's going to rotate, go for some ganks, and create absolute hell for the rest of his team. With that safety ward, Windrunner should be completely fine, as she can see Yoshi and DDY rotating over. And this aggressive tri-lanes, they don't get kills. There isn't really all too much you can do. Both Tiny and Centaur need a decent amount of levels as well as gold, especially for Tiny. Snow copying a few heads, pops that battery assault, goes into Pac-Man. Pac-Man doesn't have pounce as well as mana. Looks like a first blood, never mind. The early boots pick up, saves his life from Snow. And he just salves up.
Oh, that was close.
Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Zeke playing very safe. He has to be wary of the Enigma gank coming in. We've got a ping coming out right now. But Enigma spending this time just farming.
Snow's gonna die. Snow's gonna die.
Wow, what the hell just happened?
Blood. I've been wanting to say that since this all began.
He trapped himself.
Oh, I see. Smoke gank revealed. DDY just revealed himself. How the hell did a no mana Slark get a kill him? Did he trap himself in front of tower range?
No, he trapped himself.
We've got the leap into hoof stomp and the double legend. One more right click. DDY snakes to kill. That's that combination coming out, I suppose.
What a noob, Snow.
Yeah, that's actually pretty uncharacteristic. He's usually on point with these kinds of things.
Here.
But what do you know? Windrunner actually burned off all of her mana. So she's actually very vulnerable to gank right now.
Is under attack.
No mana to Windrun. Has a ring of Basilius flying towards her. Flash in the meantime is able to just get free farm. It'll be interesting to see if he goes for a Midas, goes for a bit of a greedier build, or if he just decides to build an Orchid and Malevolence and wants to fight early. If he goes for an Orchid, he should be able to finish it in the next 7 or 8 minutes from the rate he's farming. Another Smoking Deceit picked up. Snow goes right back in with the cogs, pushes back Slark. Slark has level 6 now, so he has his Shadow Dance. Means Clockwork can no longer engage on Slark whenever his ultimate's up. It's caught out by a Pounce. Snow taking a lot of damage right now. Has that invisibility rune though, so he should be fine. And we've got an instant rotation coming out from Yoshi as well as DDY, but I don't know how effective this will be. What will Shadow Dance up? While that's happening, Zeke's doing what he does best, playing passively, getting some farm over that Nature's Prophet. And we've got that leap into Hoopstomp. Pounce actually catches DDY. He's caught out in Pounce as well as tower range. Cogs actually misses. Snow's caught out in tower. He might actually take a fall. He's going to take another fall. No, never mind. That fell from DDY. Just barely keeps him alive. Questionable plays coming out from Blink. But I guess they're showing off that Centaur Tiny combination. Yoshi playing quarterback, throwing in DDY.
Furion needs to TPM more.
Yeah, Zeke does need to help out. If he had a few more right clicks coming out from him, would have been able to secure that kill there on Slark. But with that Shadow Dance, never mind, he didn't have mana for that. So yeah, that actually could have been the kill. They're about to go back in again. Surprising that Centaur Warrunner's gone for a point in return. I would have thought that with the build that he's going, hanging around with Tiny, he'd be maxing Hoopstomp secondary. Skipping that first point in return. 6 minutes, 24 seconds. Midas picked up by Faceless Void, so he's having a phenomenal game. We're going to hookshot over on Slark, but he has Shadow Dance. He leaps out, and he's fine. That's a hookshot wasted from Snow. The Slark pickup is messing with Blink. They don't really know how to deal with them. I haven't played against him in a while. Just going to ban him out. Enigma hanging around the middle lane. He actually went for Ring of Basilius instead of a Soul Ring. Very inefficient build. That used to be the old school build for Enigma until Soul Ring came around. Now you just build a Soul Ring that solves all your mana issues in the jungle.
just go for Faceless Void.
Yeah, soloing also makes Enigma the fastest jungler in the game. Copying a lot of damage, has that double damage rune. Actually, without the hook and the cogs, never mind. Disruptor died in the bot lane. Action happening. Jadman might take a fall. He's running like hell. He's got time walk out in a few seconds. 3 seconds if he can survive. Looks like he's going to have enough time to teleport out with the time walk. Jumps up to DDY, who's saying hello. Yoshi has no mana though. Pop the clarity, and that double edge to the face brings down Faceless Void. Pity he wasn't able to backtrack that.
He walked back.
Yeah, bit of a misplay coming out from Void. But they're able to stop Void's momentum, get a kill on him. Despite that, bad early start coming out from Snow, feeding first blood. Blinker starting to turn it around. Pac-Man, he's going for treads. Cog pushback, he keeps eating those cogs to the face. That's really affected his ability to gank, just especially considering he didn't go bottle. With no mana, Slark, there isn't all too much he could really do.
Clinkz is gonna get his orchid in 3 more minutes.
Yeah, Flash has been having a fantastic game. I think he's gotten almost every CS in that lane, uncontested. Windrunner hasn't been able to do all too much. Now that he sees the sports rotating, he can hang around, get some CS, and maybe throw a few right clicks on Clinkz, but you can't trade against Clinkz selling arrows.
Rock it on!
Rocket Flats next 2 CS, great play coming out from Snow, able to maximize his GPM while he can. Pounce flies out and misses. Snow pops his battery assault, a bit too late, but uses to get a creep. While that's happening, Enigma's continuing to farm, as well as Jadman. He's probably going to finish his treads. With that minus pickup, do you think he'll be going for a Battle Fury, or do you think that's going to be his greedy item for the day?
We should be going for Maelstrom.
Yeah, minus the Maelstrom's a pretty good build. He throws out chronosphere, catches out 2. Zeki's there in the back, and they're going to kill Yoshi before they have time to react. A few more right clicks. Rocket Nature flies out, almost kills Jadman. Glimpses back. Rocket Flare kills off Faceless Void. Double edge to the face for David Letterman. He throws a connect field. He should be fine, unless the hookshot comes out. Hookshot comes out for Yoshi from Snowstar, and he gets a kill. Avenges his fallen comrade Yoshi, and Enigma just walks away. Nothing he could do. Has level 6, but no mana. Slark running back in, but without a mana, without a bottle, isn't really anything he could do. He needs that mana so he can sustain his pounces as well as his Dark Pack and Shadow Dance. And while all this is happening, Flash is farming away. In about a minute and a half, he should have his Orchid of Malevolence, the rate he's farming. So he'll be able to start running around, killing everything that moves. You see, Clinkz has actually chosen to completely forego any points of strafe. He might pick up a point of strafe at level 9 once he gets his Orchid of Malevolence. Well, that's the safer, more defensive build. Just because having those early points up in Ghost Walk make it very difficult to go through any gank attempts on Clinkz. Even with Dust or with Sentries, it's very difficult to kill.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. That's not gonna hold.
Enigma looks like he's going for that Blink as his first big item. Hasn't picked up any pieces from Mechanism, which he otherwise could be building. Zeki picks up his Midas. So he's off to a pretty good start. And with the Arcane Boots on Yoshi, they can sustain this ganking combination. Double damage Slark in the mid lane. Snow is hanging around top. He wants to go for a kill. Hookshot's off cooldown, so he's going to use that to mitigate. And he hookshots and catches up Mr. Winsmore. With a few right clicks coming up from Flash, the instant that Windrunner wears off, Winsmore's going to take a fall. And there you go, 2 right clicks.
Is empty.
Clinkz is able to burn down Windrunner, proving who's the better archer. Kind of surprised at the state of this game, Ken. Yeah, what the hell has the Slark been doing?
He needs to gank and then make something happen.
He doesn't have a bottle, which has really hurt him. He doesn't have a magic wand or any way to sustain his mana pool. He's choosing to max out Essence Shift over Dark Pack, so that also severely impacts his ganking capability.
He's got a dash. He boots up Alvin skin.
Yeah, so he's, despite getting first blood against Snow, he hasn't actually accomplished all too much with it. Even though Snow is actually more or less out of lane for the majority of the time. Orchid 11 picked up, 11 minutes and 23 seconds in. You can see Flash rotating around, going for kills now. He went for that, but he's got a point up in strafe. So at this point, he could kill any member of the Radiant team that he catches out. We've got Enigma as well, Slark rotating bot. We've got a Black Hole up, as well as a Chronosphere. And so we could be seeing a fight coming out from TSS. Quick ping out coming up from Yoshi. He sees what's up. Rocket Nature flies out. Zeki might actually be called out with a time walk into a Chronosphere. He walks in, throws out the Chronosphere, catches out 2. Yoshi throws out the Avalanches, dodged. Faceless Void backs away, glimpses back Snow from Disruptor. making it 3v3. Black Hole only on 1. Static Storm dropped on 1. Stampede is dropped. Thrower takes the fall. The awkward 11's coming up from Flash. He's up for blood. Pac-Man needs a hook stomp as well as double edge to the face. Doesn't have Mars for Shadow Dance. Pops the Shadow Dance. Turns around. Is actually killed off in the background with the avalanche coming out from Yoshi. One more right click from Flash. Gets a triple kill. And Snow has his hook shot. He's actually going to catch up. Never mind. He misses a hook shot on Windrunner who jukes it out. That's a 4-for-1. Excellent play coming out from Blink. And the 2 big ultimates from TSS whiffed.
That black hole.
Yeah, that was a PGG level black hole.
They got cancelled straight away by Silent.
Good rotation coming out from Clinkz, recognizing that something was happening in the bottom lane. He was able to run on over there with the skeleton walk, instantly cancel the Enigma black hole. Enigma, who chose to go for a Blink Dagger, still doesn't have it. The reason why you pick Enigma is because he's the most efficient jungler in the game. You could get a mech at 7 to 8 minutes or a Blink Dagger. It's 13 minutes in. He has boots and a Ring of Basilius. He hasn't accomplished anything for his team. Hasn't gone in for any ganks, hasn't put pressure on any towers, all won any fights for them, so this Enigma pickup isn't working out. Might actually get spotted out by Flash, is hunting the Enigma. He's going to take the
middle tower is all over the
level
world.
to Strafe. Flash playing very patiently, scouting out, making sure it's just the Enigma on his own. Pops Strafe, pops the Orc Levels, gets a few more right clicks, and he's going to drop to the amplification damage. That's a free kill. That's the power of Clinkz with a very fast Orc Levels. Can run around, great place for the rest of the team. Yoshi is going to get caught out by Pac-Man. Pops the TP, but it's immediately cancelled by the Shackle Shot. Glimpse used as well, bit of a waste of Glimpse, but they're able to kill Yoshi. Snow pinging it out, he knows a lot of their spells are on cooldown, he wants to initiate in. He's got hook shot, but he can actually catch out 3 right now if he goes in. Tactical pause coming out from Snow, no idea why that was for. But if he hook shots in right now to David Letterman as well as Pac-Man, he could catch 2 of them in, give Flash time to right click him down. Orchid's on off cooldown, so they have that burst damage coming out, as well as the silence. If they silence off the Void before his chronosphere comes off cooldown, could be a good fight for Blink. We've got DDY hanging in the background. Stampede is on cooldown, but he has double edge as well as hoof stomp. Apparently Skype DC'd, so this tactical puppy level pause. While that's happening, Zeki's just pushing this down. Yeah, they really can't fight this, especially without the Enigma there. They do have Shadow Dance and the Chronosphere, as well as the Static Storm, so I guess they do have a window of opportunity, but what with Straight down?
Just uses ulti.
Yeah, and Orchid's off cooldown as well.
And Windrunner's out of mana, and then Furion can just TP and ulti.
Yeah, Snow's just gonna, never mind, he chooses not to hookshot in, throws out the Rocket Flare, reveals them, Flash instantly TP's out, Pounce misses, Snow's just gonna walk away, silences him up, Flash says, I got your back, catches out the Slark, DDY's hanging around, Enigma came back in, where's that Black Hole, never mind, it's on cooldown, he takes a fall with a double edge, kills 2, DDY is on fire, 1 right click, 2 right clicks, Disruptor takes a fall.
Hungrier the more it's fed.
And that looks like a free Tail 1 tower. They actually dive to Tail 1 to scout out any stragglers
is under attack.
hiding in the bot lane. Jadman, don't know what the hell he's doing. He runs way too far forward. Snow actually has a hook shot. He misses another hook shot. That was a very easy hook shot.
Not even close.
Yeah, Snow has been playing pretty strangely today. His Zeus game was completely on point. His Clockwork game, not so much. Feeding First Blood, now missing 2 pretty standard hook shots. Blink Dagger actually picked up on Clinkz. EE Summer's the one that started pioneering this build, just because it gives you more time to right-click people down. As for Clinkz, you don't really need to build damage, you don't really need to build attack speed. All you need is that first item to help knock people down, to enable you to beat them without them turning around stunning you, which is the Orchid. And then you can pretty much build
whatever the hell you want. I feel Radiant's bottom tower was always the weakest tower.
Always a great pickup on him as well. Just because you have so much damage from searing arrows, there's soul burn amplification, as well as strafe, giving you a attack speed. Stampede is dropped, catches out David Letterman, he's going to eat a double edge to the face. And that's an easy kill.
Middle tower is under attack.
Showing off the power of the Centaur Warrunner. Every time Stampede's off cooldown, you got to be careful if you caught out of position, just because it provides such a huge ganking advantage for the rest of your team, giving them unit walking, max move speed, as well as the snare that's inbuilt. Looks like he's going to get a kill up on Pac-Man, turns him up, pops the strafe, going to town. Pac-Man turns around, starts to fight, waiting for the Orchid to wear off so he can pop Shadow Dance. But unfortunately, he goes down before he could do that. And Clinkz will tread Orchid and Levels as well as a Blink Dagger, able to create a lot of space for his team. He stopped farming now, he's just going to farm heroes. He's 7-0. Jadman catches out Snow, but Snow catches him out as well. He's got double damage. Yoshi whips an avalanche, catches them up with toss. Cogs catches them in. Chronosphere's drop, and Jabman, there isn't all too much he can do. He runs for his life, catches up the Cogs. Never mind, he could be fine, but Snow still has the hook shot. Let's see if he can dodge this. Never mind, Rocket Flare is enough. Faceless Void being really unlucky with those backtrack procs. Meanwhile, Flash blinks in, silences Disruptor, brings him down, carves a bloody path through him. Team Blink are just showboating at this point. They're saying, we don't really care what our draft is, we can do whatever the hell we want, and still win games.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. I feel sad for them.
Slark pick for TSS, not accomplishing anything at all. Really disappointing. Choosing to max out the Essence Aura, the Essence Shift with 4 Dark Packs.
Radiant's bottom tower
very questionable plays. Yoshi almost has his Blink Dagger. Throws up Snow. Uses it to get his Blink Dagger. Snow has a Force Staff, so he could use that to isolate the Void and then Force Staff himself out, trapping him in the Cogs for 5 seconds.
The Slark's gonna die.
Yeah, Slark's silenced up, caught up in the Stampede. He's gonna eat a double edge to the face. Never mind, DDY screws that up and Flash takes the kill instead. And that's a free tail one in the mid. They can't defend this unless they get the best black hole of their life. But Snow's hanging around the back end.
The Radiant should really do something
Clockwork's
about
a
that
fantastic
middle tower.
counter to Enigma. He's got a 2.5k range initiator.
Radiant's middle tower is
every time he
normal.
pops his black hole. 2 Blink Daggers up as well as a Clockwork hook shot and the 4 stuff up on him. Blink had great mobility and great initiation power right now. Enigma hasn't accomplished anything. Disruptor hasn't accomplished all too much. Void, he's got farm, but he's going for a Battle Fury. Went for that greedy build, and he's being punished for it. And Windrunner just has phase boots.
I think they need to just group up as 5. Get a good team fight.
TSS or Blink Dodo?
TSS.
Yeah, they do have the teamfight initiation. Yoshi comes and whips another avalanche, but Centaur Warrunner's there to back him up with the stomp as well as the double edge. While that's happening, Flash gets 2 in the background. Gets caught out in the pounce, he might take a fall. Never mind, he's 4-stepped up by Snow, tosses him up, pushes him through the cogs, burns out all his mana, has 1 more pounce, he's running for his life. Yoshi catches him this time with the avalanche. He finally gets the hook shot, actually misses. DDY blocks it, and he throws in Snow. Snow throws out the rocket flare. That's enough to get that kill.
Radiant's middle tower
5
is
for
under
none.
attack.
Flash saved by
not
Snow. Is able to
gold.
push him out of range of the Slark. And this looks like another storm coming out from Blink Dodo.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower
GGG
is
called
fallen.
18 minutes and 30 seconds in. Any thoughts on the game there, Ken?
Dire victory.
Yeah, pretty impressive plays coming out from Blink. TSS showing off that while you may be League of Legends champions, it doesn't quite translate over to Dota 2. And they get spanked in a spectacular show match from Blink with their unconventional draft. So that looks like it's it for tonight. I'm just going to see if 2IP and Horseman of the Ruckus are still playing. And if they haven't played game number 2 yet. If they haven't played game number 2, I will cast that. But otherwise, that'll be it for tonight. So thanks for watching. I will be back tomorrow. I believe there's a bunch of games happening on Wednesday as well as on Thursday. So this looks like a pretty good week for Dota. Any last thoughts there, Ken?
No.
Alrighty. That'll be it for tonight.